is a landscape, actually from Charlestown, looking at Vermont. There's the Connecticut River is right here. You can see the mist rising up in the morning, early morning mist. And these fields belong to Cedric Fisk. He's Carlton Fisk's brother, and I did quite a few paintings there last year. And there's cows, and the geese come. They're in these huge meadows. They call it the Great Meadows. That's where it is. And I like the way the mist is rising off the river. This is a landscape. I think I was in Grafton, Vermont. It's an old farmhouse, and the barn, they don't have cows anymore. I like the way the light was coming across and hitting these spots on the house. And the dirt road near it, the hills in the background. Feels like Vermont. This is a landscape right near where I live. This is Pleasant Valley Road. And part of the Lovell farm, which is no longer a farm, although there are cows in that barn. And afternoon sunlight, just hitting parts of the house and parts of the field. I like the way that things recede and the colors get softer and turn purple as they get farther away. Okay, this is a sandblasted window. It's flash glass. It's 2 layers. It's red and clear. And I masked it off with tape and cut out the image with tape and then sandblasted it. And it's a couple of minstrels wandering, singing songs to the ducks and the chickens. This is a cane I made. I've made lots of canes. I've done a lot of carving. I go out and collect them. They're all natural growths. And he's sort of an earth steward. See his eyes and nose and mustache and long beard and a piece of glass in his hat, and he's a crown. There's a tree in his crown, and there's a fish and delicate faces. And I hurt my leg years ago in a car accident, and started to use a cane after that. And I've gotten so I carve canes, and I'll show you. There are 3 of them here. There's another one, piece of glass in his hat. And this is actually me, a self-portrait with a beard. Little faces hidden in the beard. There's a spiral, the spiral of life. And there's a fish on his face, somehow about being fisherman, and the half moon, piece of malachite that I got in Africa. There's the jester's face, smiling in the face of death. I've been through a few rough adventures, and keeps me company. And there's a 3rd one, a little smaller, delicate one. It's again a king, or an earth steward, Little man with a beard, melted right into the wood, coming out of the spirit of the wood. And I dropped it yesterday. It's got a little turquoise in one eye, but I dropped it yesterday and then the turquoise fell out, so I have to put that back in. And there's pieces of seashells, and on the top of his head there's a little seashell that got inside of an oyster, so it became pearled. And fits in right in your hand. All of them are made to fit your hand. This is a lingam stone from India. Beautiful sedimented stone. They're all made. These three are my canes. They're made to fit my hand. I make them so that my thumb fits right into a certain spot. I use a left-handed cane. You can see how my hand is designed for my hand. Okay. Okay, this is a window I built. Most of the rondelles are from Hank and Toby in Jamaica, Vermont, Hot Glass Works. And some of them are, there's a piece of agate, a couple of pieces of stone in there letting the light in. There's a paperweight from Hank and Toby's. And this piece here is sandblasted that I blasted sort of sunflower into it. And there's lenses from telescopes, and I think there's some few seashells along the edge and different kinds of glass. This is inch-thick glass that came from the sculptor who I worked for. There's inch-thick glass there. And in this ball here, some of my mother's ashes are inside of the ball. This window faces east towards the sunrise. And she died about 12, 13 years ago. I built this window in her memory. I was pretty close to my mother. And there's usually junk in the way, but I like having it here. Frame came out of a church in Springfield. The frame is a 2-inch thick oak frame. They rebuilt the church, so they took out some of the windows or changed them around, and I got the frame from them.